Right, guys, welcome back to the show. It's still the AM Club on MS24 TV. My name is Godwin Nambo. It's time for Motivation Monday, as we do it every Monday. We bring you stories of people who are doing amazingly well in their fields, and hopefully you can take some lessons from there. And this morning, our guest is no exception. She's an educator and an entrepreneur who believes in bringing children and teachers together, giving them quality education regardless of their background. I've had a conversation with her before, and this morning she's here with us. Rashida Samed, welcome.
Thank you.
I'm interested in the Dynamite Girls NGO, but we'll talk about that later. How's that going, the NGO?
It's going well. We are doing very well. We started with one school, and so far we are in 4 schools. So we are progressing steadily.
What exactly do you do with the NGO?
With the NGO, okay. So what we do is, you know, in Ghana we have this staggering disparity between the private and the public school, and we want every child to have equitable education. So we focus more on girl-child education. So we go into the schools, the public schools, and we give them an opportunity of transformational leadership and mentorship workshops as well. So we just want to instill in them a sense of purpose and a sense of direction. You know, we're trying to give them an all-round education, because I know the schools give them, you know, the math, the English, the literacy, and we come in and we give them alternative education, which is the mentorship and the other transformational leadership workshops too. Yeah.
It's fascinating to know that you started in acting.
Yes.
Who tells me that you started with acting? We'll go into that story. Tell me about your come up. Where did you grow up?
Where did I grow? Okay, so I was all around. Growing up, I grew up in Kumasi. I was born in Bolgatanga, which is in the north. And when I was 5 years old, we moved to Ashanti region. So most of my education was in Ashanti region. So from primary to secondary school, to junior high school was in Kumasi. And then SHS 1 was in Agri Memorial Secondary School.
Cape Coast?
Cape Coast. Okay. So, but I left Agri Memorial, I think SHS 2. I left and then I went outside of Ghana to continue. So I did my SHS and my university in America. So.
Okay, so you're quite exposed. I mean, you've lived in all the 3 belts of Ghana.
Right.
Northing, coming from the Northing,
Yes.
schooled in Kumasi's middle belt, and then even the southern belt. Very interesting. What did you always want it to be?
Wow. You know, growing up, I think I always wanted to be an actor. Growing up.
That's a laugh at that.
I wanted to be an actor, but sometimes I think back and I notice it wasn't until I started watching so much of movies and TV. And I remember it was this movie, Cheetah Girls. Okay. It was on Disney. That made me wanted to be an actor. But before then, I think what I wanted to be was a leader, because I saw my dad. My dad is a retired engineer, so he was like a manager. So I saw my dad in a leadership role. And sometimes when he comes back from work, I'll put on his suit and put on his shoes with his bag, and I noticed that I actually wanted to be a leader. So going back, I'm like, okay, it wasn't acting that I wanted to do the first. It was more of leadership. That was what I wanted to do before acting came in. So yeah,
it's interesting to know that someone actually wants to be it wasn't something growing up we used to say, I want to be a leader.
Yeah.
You either want to be a doctor, you want to be a lawyer.
Exactly.
You want to be
my dad wanted me to be a doctor.
A doctor?
Yeah.
I know people who wanted to be doctors too. It looks like the medical field is very, very enticing.
My dad wanted me to be a doctor, but I didn't have the capacity, so yeah.
The capacity, what do you mean?
The capacity to actually, you know,
study science?
To study. I actually did science in secondary school. I did science, and my first year of university was pre-med. So it was in my second year that I transferred. I changed my course to business admin, but my first year was pre-med. So it was my first year that it actually dawned on me. I was like, you know what? I don't think this is for me. I didn't see myself being a doctor. I saw myself doing something else, and I was trying to figure that out, you know. So I'll say part of the journey has been just exploring and praying and finding direction and it's led me here. So I'm grateful.
Rashida, actors are leaders. I just want to say.
Yes, of course.
Did you try? So you tried acting?
Yeah. Okay. Not to say that actors are not leaders.
I know,
I'm just I'm just going back to the journey, but yeah, the journey of acting was an interesting one.
What did you do?
I did a couple of movies.
Here or in the States?
No, in Ghana here. But in America, I did a few music videos for some of my friends way back.
You were a video vixen?
Pretty much, something like that. But it was just for fun, I would say, at that time. It was for fun. We had a few upcoming artists back then, and I just wanted to be in their music videos, so I did. And we did 1 or 2 plays in school, which I took part. But when I came back to Ghana, that's when I was like, you know what, I want to go into movies. So I tried. I started. I did some movies for Abdul Salam, which is the Venus, and I think some Living with Trisha. I think
Living with Trisha.
Yes, Living with Trisha. I think that was when I met Wood. Yeah, I had met Wood earlier before Living with Trisha, so I did that too as well. But as time went on, I felt like there was a need for more. Although my love for acting hasn't all the way died yet, but yeah.
We'll welcome you back if you want.
Thank you.
And good morning to Anthony Wood, finest actor ever.
Yes.
Good morning to you, bro.
Yes.
So, education. You entered into education. I do understand your initial desire to be a leader.
Right.
But what inspired you to start this Dynamite Girls Foundation?
Okay. So, as I mentioned, I noticed that, you know, that disparity
between the
private and the public, and the need for every child to have an access to equitable education. I can't per se ask for equality, because equality has to do with how much you have to give. But one thing I can ask for is an opportunity for every child to have an access to equitable education. However, with that staggering disparity, I believe that we have to do more so that the kids in the public schools will be able to succeed as much as their colleagues in the other schools.
We've had the public schools for years before I was born, and it's still, it almost looks like the further we go, the wider the disparity. Yes. So how do you fund your initiative, and what successes are you chalking?
Okay, so with the funding, that's challenging. To be honest with you, that's a challenging part. For me, I started with family and friends, you know, speaking to everybody about it. And then as time went on, we had individual donors, you know, helping us here and there. So we are still looking at support coming from out there. And for Dynamite Girls, what we want to do with our girls is just to help them to also succeed in their educational journeys, while we have a host of topics that we handle, from personal development to interpersonal and then leadership wise, because before you become a leader, you need to personally develop yourself. So we help them when it comes to their identity, responsibility, so many other topics, in order to equip them to succeed in their educational journeys, because we have opportunities for their, as I said, for the private schools. They already have opportunities out there, but with the public schools, they don't really have much. So we're giving them that opportunity by helping them, mentoring them. That way they can change them, because the difference between a public school student and a private school student will be mindset. So we are just trying to change that mindset. We are trying to shift that paradigm. That way they can see themselves as more, that they can develop their potential and actually do more and continue to tertiary. So that's it. I hope I answered your question.
No, yes, you have. You have. And what I find fascinating about something like what you do is how you're able to connect with different people from different backgrounds. I think it's such a beautiful thing to connect with other human beings. And I wonder, I'm sure in all your programs, addresses, you know, teaching these girls, you've met 1 or 2 people who inspired you or whose story was fascinating for you. Are you able to share any that touched you very much and probably taught you something?
With the students, yeah. One thing I found really motivating as an educator was with one of our schools in Accra Newtown. I see the determination. and the fact that if they have more, they can do a whole lot. You know, one of the programs we have in our curriculum, which is the community project, at the end of every term, the kids actually strategize a community project and then we implement it. So their motivation, their determination behind it, when they come to me and say, Auntie, we see this problem in our community and we want to fix it. And then they actually strategize everything, they present it, and we work on it. So if you go on our page, you see us in different community services because we want to instill that in them now before they get older. So I think that's one of the things that actually, I would say that actually inspires me when I see that in them, the determination. Yeah.
What values do you personally hold dear?
What values?
Yes.
Wow. What values? That's a very interesting question. I would say the value of being, I want to make impact. So that alone, making impact, touching people through transformational leadership activities. That's what I hold dear.
Okay. Well, do you read books? As an educator, definitely you read books. What books would you recommend for someone like me who, generally, what books would you recommend for someone to read? What are the books, in fact, top 5 books that you have read and know that it has changed your life?
Okay, top 5.
Will you remember?
I hope so. Number 1, I'll say the Bible. Number 1.
Ultimate Book of Life.
Ultimate Book of Life.
Ultimate.
I'll recommend that.
I haven't read mine in months. God forgive me.
I mean,
I'm
God
lucky.
already forgives you, but try your best
Absolutely.
to do more. So I'll say number 1 is the Bible, because every answer that you need is in there, and every question you have has an answer in the Bible, I'll say. And number 2, I'll say Mindset. I think Mindset is by Carol Dweck or some. I think that's her name, Carol. Mindset. It's a way for you to change your mind, grow your potential. And number 3 would be The Circle Maker. I don't know if you've read that.
Never had it.
Yeah, Circle Maker. And number 4 would be How to Help Children Succeed, which is by Paul Tao. He's a Harvard graduate. He did an extensive research about how to help children in adversity succeed in their journeys. And number 5, what book? Things Fall Apart.
The center cannot hold. Beautiful. Chinua Achebe.
Yes.
Absolutely. So, Rashida, thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
How do we, if I want to support Dynamite Girls,
right?
How do I support the team?
Okay.
How do I be a part of your team?
Okay, so is it okay? Can I give a phone number?
Yes, you can.
Okay,
please.
so you can reach us on 055-8093-182. 055-8093-182, and also we're on Instagram as Dynamite_girlsgh. Dynamite_girlsgh. And on Twitter too, but I think we are more active on Instagram and phone calls. And I would have given an email, but I know in our culture we're not so used to emails, but I'll still give it anyways. DynamiteGirlsInternational@gmail.com. So,
Rashida, we wish you all the best
thank
on behalf
you so
of the
much.
entire team.
Thank you. Thank you.
The best.
Jesus, you're my everything, yeah. My everything is you, Lord. Everybody say, say, how can I express my gratitude? All the many things you've done for me. Words are not enough to say thank you. So Lord, you are my everything. Will you make my uncle? What you say? Will you make my
Guys, welcome back to the show. It's still the AM Club on MX24 TV. My name is Godwin Nambo. Now, if the thoughts and the idea of cryptocurrency still makes you unsettled in your mind and you don't understand why crypto, and yet all over social media and everywhere you hear people talking about cryptocurrency, well, we're going to educate you a little bit on cryptocurrency, and these guys are here to expatiate on why you need to be a part of it. They are financial educators. Joining me this morning is Ozzy Thomas to my immediate right. He is IX Global Chief Marketing Officer. Welcome, Ozzy.
Thank you.
And then Fernando Duarte is IX Global Vice President. Gentlemen, good to have you.
Thank you. It's great to be here.
I like the polo shirts you guys are wearing. Probably leave one for me before you go. But who is IX Global and what is your mission?
Yeah, so we're a multi-dimensional platform that has a system that empowers aspiring entrepreneurs, and we provide tools and services and education for them to exponentially grow, but also make an income online.
Interesting. And how long have you been around?
Been around since May of 2020.
May 2020, so that's almost
2.5 years, almost 3 years.
In Ghana or outside?
All over the world, actually.
Okay.
But we're from Salt Lake City, Utah.
Right. Utah?
Utah.
Okay. How are you associated with DBT? Are you associated with DBT?
Correct, yeah. So we're partners with them. They are a decentralized, eco-friendly blockchain technology company that has tied cryptocurrency with real-world assets like commodities.
Oh, interesting. Okay. So I like that you brought that up. Real-world assets and commodity, or what we call commodities, and then cryptocurrency. The thought of cryptocurrency is still baffling a little bit for us in this part of the world. So, Fernando, maybe you can help us understand what really cryptocurrency is?
Yeah, well, the thing is that you said it very well, that there's thousands and thousands of cryptocurrencies out there, and I guess 95% of them is without backing up, you know? There's nothing behind of the cryptocurrency, and this cryptocurrency that we are reselling, that we are showing to the world, they are backing up from actually commodities, and some of them are actually based here from Ghana and from the US. So that's why we are here. But also cryptocurrency is a digital currency. It's a digital that has been in the world since, I guess, 9 years ago, and people still don't know that much. They don't have that much information. They think it's in the future, but we're still already having it in the, you know, in so many countries. And right now, we are here because there's a lot of expansion right now in Africa, in North, South, and in the center. We were 3 months ago in Cape Town, and now we're here because there's a lot of growing in this side of the world. So,
how different is the knowledge in Cape Town versus the one in Accra? How well do people know cryptocurrency in Cape Town compared to Accra?
You know what, we saw. Well, I saw many people that they were, you know, using it on wallets already. So that was new for us because we thought it was a new on the side of the world. But I guess it's growing very fast. Yeah, it's going
Ozzy,
really, really
please,
fast.
quickly, what's the difference between a digital currency and e-cash? Because, for instance, I have my money in my bank, but I can transact business with it mobile, using my mobile phone. So I can send money to someone, I can receive, or what we call mobile money, even in Ghana. How different is it from cryptocurrency? Do you
Correct.
understand what I'm saying?
Well, cryptocurrency is tied up to the blockchain, right?
Okay.
And that's what really is piquing a lot of interest in, you know, major corporations, investors, and just major entities in the world. It's that technology behind cryptocurrency. So it's data that can be stored and transmitted in a block.
Interesting. Very, very fascinating, I must say. But you have an event coming up.
Correct.
Do you want to tell us about it?
Yeah, so we're gonna have an event on Friday, this Friday at the Tom Rick Hotel at 6 p.m. You know, everybody's welcome to come. We're gonna have more information out at our Instagram, which is ixglobal.official. Our registration page will be on there. But it's just an event that we're gonna educate and you know, inform the public, those who are aspiring entrepreneurs, those who want to know more about cryptocurrency or just you know, financial education at whole, right? Are welcome to come.
Perhaps this is a rhetorical question, but Fernando, what is the biggest cryptocurrency now?
You know what? I guess still Bitcoin.
Bitcoin, huh?
Yeah,
Correct.
it's
Bitcoin.
it's the
Correct.
mom, it's the mother of all of us. But
And one thing I want to say about that and what we do with our project, with our partnership with Depth, is that, again, you know, you got Bitcoin, you have Ethereum, all these other coins that, you know, some of them have a necessity in the world, but, you know, they're not supported by anything really, you know. Our currencies, our projects are supported by real commodities like natural gas, agriculture, oil.
Interesting.
So
Wow.
that's what really brought us here, because we've got oil reserves, we have natural gas reserves, aluminum fields, and these things that are supporting these crypto ecosystem that we have.
That's powerful. So you know where to be on the 18th of November this month.
Correct.
Right? Turmeric Hotel?
Yeah.
6
Turmeric
p.m. you say?
6 p.m.
6 p.m.
Correct.
Right. All right, guys, thank you so much.
Thank you for
Any
having us.
information you want to put out there? Anything else you want to tell people?
go ahead.
Well, I just want to tell people that, you know, we've been at this for almost a decade now. You know, as a company, just almost 3 years now, but we've been, you know, digital entrepreneurs almost for a decade. And,
Yeah.
you know, what I love about what we do is, you know, we empower and we educate. And I think if you have the right information, you can truly, really just change your life.
Fernando Duarte and Ozzy Thomas, IS Global Vice President and IS Global Chief Marketing Officer. Gentlemen, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Truly appreciate it. Your Instagram page is IS Global?
Yeah, so my Instagram play is ixglobal.official. And then, you know, I can provide my
Yes,
my
your
WhatsApp
contact,
number,
yeah.
my contact. So it's +1 305 332 7488.
Take it again.
+1 305 332 7488. That's my WhatsApp number.
Wonderful. Gentlemen, thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
All right, so we are continuing the show. Our last blog is up next. Stay with us.